Hello, everybody. I am back. Here I am. We're going to give it a couple minutes for people to get on with us and say hello. Look at all the mess behind my chair and everything here. But yeah, I am here in the flesh. Hopefully people come on and say hello. It's late. It is late. What's up from New Zealand? Squirrel Lips. 7 p.m. locally where I am right now, Pacific Standard Time. But I'm finally back from the Gutted event. The Gutted event was one of the most remarkable and fascinating 5 days I had to endure. It was a build-off event that it was open to the public for a fee. You could pay to come on, and we 3 different teams of 7 people built out 3 rigs, a van, schoolie, and RV. And this was like a reality show mixed in with a build-off competition. And my goodness, it was not easy. There was a winner announced, which I am not going to announce right now because you're going to have to wait and watch the show when it comes out. So were you happy with the Wonderful Revolution asked, were you happy with the van at the end? Yeah, actually, I was extremely happy on how the van turned out, and my teammates were phenomenal. I do have to watch it because I don't want to slip and give any information about the the end result, but I'm sure some people have already shared pictures, but I'm not about to. That's not how I roll. Yeah, I was really, really impressed with how we all came together and we built this rig in 5 days. We did 16-hour days for 5 days. We probably only worked out of that 16 hours. We probably only worked about 14 of it, maybe, 13 of it. We had a lunch and dinner break. We took little breaks here and there. There was interviews that were happening. There was, massive amounts of film crews and a bunch of other things that was happening all at once. I was pulled away to do other interviews and everything else, but it was phenomenal. It was really, really awesome. And I am back from it. I was out in the desert with everybody, and we were, it was messy. It was dusty. It was hot. And then at night, it got really cold. And I was in my rooftop tent in my Jeep. So it was not the greatest conditions, but in the end, it was amazing. I don't know what else to say about that other than it being amazing. I'm officially one of those weirdos that has 2 phones now. I went fully dark side. I went all to Apple products. That was just a little side note that I just had, but Pam said, I look happy but tired. Pam, that is exactly what is happening right here. I am exhausted. I am still trying to catch up. I got back. Today's Wednesday. I like to go live on Wednesdays. And I got back to my residence, I guess Monday evening or Tuesday morning at 1 a.m. So I left Southern Colorado at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, one of those, and I didn't get back until whatever it was, pretty late. So it was ridiculous. There we go. Yeah, whoever you are, you just got reported, so you're going to be kicked off here in a minute. Boo on the dark side. Yeah. I went over to all Apple products now. I now have an iMac, a MacBook Pro, and I just got the iPhone today. Wow. I wonder, I can just probably hide user. There you go. Bye-bye. See you later. All right. Well, if you guys have any questions about Gutted that I can answer, I would love to answer that for you. Uh, there's always that one person I roll 100%. And it's just the way that the cookie crumbles, but we're going to get them off. Not a big deal. What up, DVal? How's the van going? Also, when does the electric truck come in? So the van, oh my goodness, I just realized that I didn't pick up my Amazon package. I ordered Killmat, which is a sound deadener, but I use it as a thermal brake. We're going to get into that when I start converting the van. I have not started on the van because my entire process and my entire thoughts were all towards Gutted. Now that Gutted is behind us, I'm now going to focus on the van. So my package came in today for Gillmat. I'm also going to start more designing and other things, and I'm going to keep you guys updated on that in future upcoming vlogs. I plan on doing 2 vlogs a week plus 1 tour a week moving forward, which is kind of crazy, but that's me. Regretless, Alyssa, you are on. What is up? Glad you made it back. Hope to see you soon again. I hope to see you soon. It was really good to see you, Regretless or Alyssa. She actually came out to Gutted, so I really, truly appreciate your support, even though you were rooting for the bus team, because guess what, guys? Regretless or Alyssa has a bus herself that she is converting. It is her second one, so super proud of her, super happy for her, and she came out to Gutted. If you also are on this feed right now, and you were there, please also announce that you were there, and I will definitely give you a shout out as well. Just because why not? And also thank you for your support. If you did come out to the middle of the desert or the middle of the high desert of Alamosa, Colorado, which if you were out there, you would know that we were in the middle of freaking nowhere. But Alyssa, maybe you can also say, did you have a good time? I know you were only out there for a very like a couple days, but we had a blast. The first night I saw you, you were a little I don't want to say any else, but you were in a good mood. I'll just say that. But you were a phenomenal person to see, and thank you so much for coming out and saying hello. You don't think you've ever seen me without a hat? And you know what? That is due to the person to my second video ever, my first video ever, said some nasty stuff and I took it to heart, and now it's just become my thing. So I've not worn a hat, and sometimes, and moving forward, I'll take it off as time progresses. But you know, Alyssa said, come out to the shop and check out the bus progress. Yes, I do want to make it out to Denver. I just put you on blast where you are, but you post it on your Instagram all the time that you're out there. I do want to make it out to the shop that you're at in converting this. And I want to make it back out to Denver in general because there's a lot of good stuff happening out there. I want to go see Touareg. Actually, there's a company that we use for the van out in Gutted that was called Gear Mods. I want to go and see their product lines and their products. They actually asked me to bring out my Ford Econo line for them to make templates for it. However, I don't think that's going to be possible. Sorry, Gear Mods. I can't, unless you pay for me to be out there for the entire time of me doing, you know, for you making the templates, then maybe, but I just can't afford putting myself up for weeks on end. So unless you guys want to pay for me to be out there, then maybe I'll do that. But they do make pretty good products for the you know, different, you know, vans out there, and we use them for the Gutted event. It actually saved our butts. Would never say anything nasty. Come on. No, not you. It was the person way back when. I know you wouldn't. Don't worry about it. Love watching Linnea's channel. Yeah, she's amazing. It was the first time I got to meet her. She is just an all-around badassery. Like, she is amazing. I loved being around her, just her spirit and who she is. Another one of my faves was Steffi Lee. I hung out with Steffi Lee a week before the Gutted event, and then I got to hang out with her all week at Gutted. So I got to spend 2 weeks with Steffi. Her just overall personality was amazing. My entire team's overall personality was amazing. We all had different backgrounds and different dynamics, and it just all worked out really well. So I'll shoot out the rest of my team right now, which was Sam and Dan, which is a married couple, phenomenal. We are Sam and Dan. We are Sam and Dan on Instagram. And then I think their TikTok is the same. She does really funny TikToks. Let's see. Linnea and Aquila, I think, is her dog. Steffi Lee, Living in a van or living in the van, I think, is Brandon and Sarah. Sarah wasn't on the team, but she was an honorary team member because she was married to one of our team members. And then Nick from Exploration Van Works was also on the team as well, and then me. So that made up the 7 of us. Craigslist 04. Pretty much you got it. What product were you just talking about? Gear mods. I haven't yet. We use it in the van at Gutted, but I don't know too much about it. I just know that they use the wood that they use for their products is I want to say 11 layer birch plywood, which if you understand plywood and how it's layered, 11 layers is a lot. Oh no, it's nine ply. I think it was 9. It might have been 11, but I think it was 9. 9 is a lot of layers of birch plywood, and the more layers you'd have, the better quality of plywood it is. And what's really nice about that many layers is it actually doesn't creak when moving. So when you're driving and you're driving around this rolling earthquake, it creaks either very little or not at all. So the creaking of the wood is just non-existent, and that's why they have top quality products. Also, they face it with a laminate, and laminate is practically indestructible. It can scratch, but this stuff was hard surface because we had to make modifications to it. So I had to drill in some holes. We all did. I had to drill in some hole saw holes, drill in some holes. We had to drill some products, so we had to cut it. So you have to use like a metal cutting blade when you're on a jigsaw or using a jigsaw. So just a couple of different pro tips for you guys when making modifications to the gear mods. But gear, I think it's GEAR, and then mods MODS. Linnea is my favorite as well. What you guys are all like? Linnea is my favorite. Linnea is my favorite. What about me? What am I, chopped liver? I'm gonna have to send a screenshot to Linnea and be like, all my audience actually loves you more than me, Linnea. I do love Linnea too. Love her vids too. So cool to meet her. Oh, you got to meet her. Did I do a video with her? No, I didn't. Not other than I have a vlog coming out on Sunday of like just gutted, but there's nothing. I didn't show any. It was behind the scenes stuff. I meant to vlog every day when I was there, and it was just, guys, there was no time to do anything. It's sad. Squirrel Lips, all you said was tequila, question mark. Are you referencing Regretless? Oh, haha. I thought maybe because she wrote something earlier. Let me read what she wrote. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. A couple brews around the fire, always fun time. I wish I had more time to hang out with you. Busy crushing your bill. Truly impressed with all 3 teams. I was truly impressed with all 3 teams. The RV team freaking killed it. I didn't think they were going. I can't really say much. I don't know how to say this, but I didn't know what to expect from the RV team, and they blew me out of the water. I didn't know what to. I did. I was expecting. I had like high expectations for the schoolie team, only because a lot of them were already a professional team for the last 7 or 8 months. So I feel like, if anything, they were handicapped, but also at an advantage because they were working together so much beforehand. Yet they were also handicapped because like maybe they had higher expectations. So you're going to have to see the show to maybe get your own opinions. And that's what's going to make the show great, because you guys will be able to make your own expectations, your own feelings, and you'll be able to do like your own type of judging. So it was really, really cool. We had 2 judges that were able to judge the rigs after, and just wait until you guys see it. It was friggin' awesome. It was so awesome. What's up, Matt B? Wondering how I did my ceiling. Is it Linnea McLean? Are you asking the ceiling for gutted where photos leaked, or are you asking for the ceiling in my second van, or maybe you think that is still my van? So yeah, maybe you can, and then just say Ghost 2 or the gutted van. They were actually similarly done. Yes, it gutted. Okay. It was not easy. I didn't video it, and I'm sorry. But I did it was a version of my Ghost 2, and every strip of light, every strip had its own LED. Were you at Gutted? Did you see it by any chance, or were you watching photos? Every strip had its own, every strip of wood had its own LED strip. Then we actually dado cutted wire inside of the wood, and then I daisy changed each strip at the end, and then I stuffed the wire up into the ceiling. Not easy to do, but it's me, and I'm crazy, and I like doing that kind of stuff. And then you run all of the wire back to the power source or to the switch. And then how we did it was a little different. We ran it back to the power source, and then we ran it to the switch. And then the two in the gutted van, you guys will see that when later when it comes out. But there was a front section and a back section. Each one of those were on its own dimmer. So you had a back zone and a front zone, and we got to run them separately. And that's just through wiring pretty much. I did not, and I'm not going to announce who won. That I can't announce who won. I signed an NDA. So there's no, you're going to have to watch the show when it comes out in about 3 months. So just stay tuned for that, David. I am sorry. I cannot announce who won. But you will see that happen. And it's phenomenal. That's all. I can't wait for everybody to see it because it was crazy to see it all transpire, all three teams, how they all did their builds. Just wait. And then what's going to be great is I can't wait to maybe see comments of like, this team should have won or that team should have won, or I'm expecting this team to win or that team to win. And it's not, you know what though? I will say about Gutted, it's not so much about the build off. Yes, the build off is a very big part of the show, but wait until you guys hear all of the stories of the 21 competitors. They did interviews with each one of us, and I talked to the producers, and I believe 50% of us, including myself, broke down. We broke down and got very emotional. The questions that were asked to us were so hard hitting, and they dug and then they dug some more and then they kept on digging. And it was like, I remember I broke down and I was like, man, did other people get emotional? And they were like, yeah. They were like, pretty much half of you did. And I was like, great. That's awesome. Thanks you for ruining my day. It was very hard hitting, but the stories were they were so good. And I know they were good because when I was telling my story, just about the questions they were asking, when I was telling my story, the people behind the camera, there was like 6 or 7 people behind the cameras you guys couldn't see. 3 of them were crying when I was telling my story. So you guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be a really good show when it comes out. So how will I be able to see it? Great question, Donna S. I believe there's going to be 5 episodes, and this is what the format's going to be right now. I'm going to actually ask them to change it, but from what I understand right now, the first 4 episodes will be free, and they will, or at least what I've been told, they're going to be free, and they're going to post it on to a YouTube channel. And then the 5th episode is going to be you're going to have to pay for it. And the company that put it on, the media company that put it on, is called The Jump. You can actually download their app, which is, I just believe it's the Jump app. So go and check that out. It's actually a really good app, but go and download it. It's really easy. Yes, Craigslist 04, 3 months. If anybody else understands what filming a reality show is like, it ain't easy. And let's just put it this way. I was told on day 1 alone, just day 1, we had 5 days of this. Day 1 alone, they had 19 hours of footage, which has to be condensed to 30 to 45 minutes. 19 hours that editors have to go through and then put into a 30 to 45 minute episode. So guys, that is a lot of work. So yes, it is going to take at least 3 months. They were hoping for 2 months. They're now saying maybe 3. So just bear with them. I promise it's coming, and it's going to be epic when it does. Squirrel Lips, what do you got for me? Linnea is way better looking than you. That's just mean. But at the same time, Squirrel Lips, I agree with you. Yes, she is way better looking than me. So is Steffi Lee, and so is Sam from San Antonio. Actually, Dan is better looking than me too. So No doubt there. Can you at least tell us what kind of van each team started with? Yeah, it wasn't all vans. The van team had a 2005, I believe, 2005 T1N or Sprinter. The T1N is just the model number, but it's only that 3-year model that was like super cool. I did share something on my Instagram if you guys want to go take a look at that. And there's been other pictures that have been shared on my Instagram or other people's Instagrams. So go and check that out. The gutted event also shared on their Instagram a lot of pictures. So go and check out the Gutted event on Instagram as well as mine or Linnea's or Steffi's or We Are Dan and Sam, any one of my teammates. The other rigs was a 1986 RV. This thing was so cool, so retro. I loved it. And then the bus was a shorty. I believe it was I don't know, I think it was a Ford E350 bus. Really good bus, really good chassis, really good engine. I want to say the company's called Zeppelin that the bus team kind of runs, but they're out in Kansas, and it was run by the guy. His name's Chris. He runs Off Grid Schoolie, and he's also the owner of Tiny Home Tours. And if you guys watch my channel, you 100% watch Tiny Home Tours. So they were converting the bus, and that group of guys were really, really good. Wait until you guys see this show. I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. It's crazy. The RV team was also really good at what they did. Their engineering, they had so much room to work with in that RV. They had some really good ideas, and not probably the best looking group. The guys all had their shirts off. They were all muscle bound. They all looked like they belonged in fraternities. Sharif was on that team. He runs a really, really cool YouTube channel. There was not a professional, a collegiate athlete on that team. I'm telling you guys, they all had their shirts off all the time. Wait until you guys see it. I did not take my shirt off once. You don't want to see this without a shirt off. Not yet. I'm working on it though. I'm determined after being at Gutted and watching all those guys take their shirts off. Granted, they are all like 15 to 18 years younger than me. That's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm happy with my dad bod. Are you going back next year, maybe to be a judge? Pam, that is all up in the air right now. I am talking to producers right now. I can't really say because nothing is definite. I am 99% sure that I am coming back to Gutted for season 2. In what form, I don't know yet. Whether it's a judge, whether it's a participant, whether it's just there, I'm going to be at Gutted 1,000%. I can't speak for the other teams. I don't know. I know I'm really good friends with Shane that was on the bus building team. He wants to go back. I talked to a couple of the RVers. They said they want to be back. I'm pretty sure that my entire team wants to go back. Maybe not all of us together, but I'm pretty sure they all want to go back. Out of the 21 contestants, I want to say we all want to go back. It's going to be bigger next year. I can say that. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be bigger. And I think they're going to do it in the beginning of the summer instead of the end of the summer. I think. I don't know 100% on all that. I don't even know what I can say. I don't know how much trouble I'm going to get in for what I just said. We'll see what happens. Matt B, you love Steffi Lee. I love Steffi Lee. Do you have any good videos of an onboard water tank supply for Jeeps? No. I don't have any good videos about it. I wish there were some better ones. I can try and do some digging for you. Something other than smaller tanks. I couldn't find any videos on YouTube say the 20-gallon storage tanks for Jeeps. Interesting. They do make them. Like, do you have a Jeep Gladiator or Jeep Wrangler? Maybe you can let me know what was your handle here. You were just 01. Let me know what you got for a Jeep. The Jump. I wrote The Jump. Yes, it's called The Jump. Editing is hard, tiring job. Sitting hours in Premiere Pro isn't easy. I mean, I do that, and yes, it is not easy. Let's see here. Hi, room. Yeah, I'm in a room. I'm in my bedroom, actually. I've been taking down these. These would keep on falling off the wall, so I've been taking them down. Aren't you glad you don't have to edit that? Oh my God, Donna S. I have trouble editing my own damn videos, let alone 19 hours of footage. Dad bought for the win. Van body rip 22. Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. I do. I have a. I actually. Yeah. I started dieting and exercising a heck of a lot more of recent. Um, you look fine. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate it. So gutted is going to be annual. I have no doubt. I have no doubt it's going to be annual. Janine, I would love to see it, annually or biannually even. But we're going to see how it goes. I know season one, it felt like a huge success. We're going to see what happens when it airs. But my goodness, we all, not just me and the van team, but like all 21 competitors, all three teams, the staff, the film crew, we all had a freaking blast. The people that donated, the companies that were involved. Shout out to Heart Tools. They were they were the main sponsor of the event. HART. I'm trying to work with them now. Heart Tools is like the Walmart tool brand. They were really cool. They had like 7 reps there. There was an e-bike company that was there. There was who else was there? There was a couple of Gear Mods, like I said, was there. Brava donated 3 of their ovens. We had a water sponsor, thank goodness, because we needed it. Arrowhead was a sponsor for us, and like we all had water thanks to them. Bottled water. We needed it in the middle of the desert while working. There was just it was like we were really taken care of in regards to these other companies kind of pitching in and doing their thing that they want. And then on top of all that, it was all about like getting the right products for these rigs. So it was huge. Isotherm, I think, donated a couple fridges. I think Dometic got involved. So all these companies really stepped up in a big way. So yeah, I have no doubt that it's going to be a pretty big thing annually. Clayton White said, I think the T1N was acquired from KC Sprinters. He has like a T1 on gold mine. Yeah, actually, I think you're right because the jump is actually, I believe, out of KC. So that actually makes sense. Go as a ghost. I might go as a ghost. The ghost. Did you give any further thoughts into renting some shop space to hang out and build vans and stuff? South Canadian. Yeah, I need space. I need for me. Okay, so I am renting space. I will announce that in an upcoming vlog. I am renting space. I will be doing my own van build. I will probably take on a client in the near future. I don't have a client, but I will probably be very picky when it comes to picking a client. And it's probably not going to be an exuberant build. I'm not going to be building $100,000 rigs. But my goal is to do my van and then work on a tiny home. Whether I flip a tiny, whether I flip a van, whether I do something of that nature, I'm probably going to do that. So yeah, I probably will do something like that. When it comes to like operating and owning my own space, I'm probably going to have to wait until Ghost Town is set up. It's going to be a little while. I need some land. I want the prices to drop because it's way too big. It's way too high right now, and I need to find where. I don't know. I really liked Colorado, but Pacific Northwest always has my heart. So there's that as well. Thought about where you're going, and now that you know, Vegas is just another. Yeah, well, not that Aaron Rodgers. Aren't you the one up in Reno, Aaron? I'm going to be passing through there. I think I'm going to be doing another video with a follow-up with a video with Havelock. Oh, Havelock was another, like, they donated their wool to all 3 teams for the gutted event, which was really nice of them. Yo, Budman, what city will I be renting space from? That'll be announced soon. I'm not going to say it right now on the live. No recirculating shower system. Not in the. We didn't have time, guys. We have 5 days to do van builds or bus builds or RV builds. There was no time to do an exuberant amount of stuff. Maybe in season 2, we'll see. What are they doing to vehicles? Denise, thank you for that question. So I don't know what they're doing with the RV, but the bus is being used as a promotional piece that they're going to be either renting out through Outdoorsy, or I think they're going to actually have content creators like take it out. I'm gonna ask to take it out for a week trip or whatever it may be. That they can go and camp in it. So I thank you for reminding me. I want to actually take it out for a week long, and test it out and try it out. And then the van this is really near and dear to my heart. If everybody is familiar with the van life community, we actually lost somebody. I want to say 4 or 5 months ago. Her name was Lee, and she was battling depression, and she took her own life. So we are actually auctioning the van, and the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, are going to Lee's family, actually Lee's sister, and they are starting, from what I understand, do not quote me on this, but from what I understand, they are starting a foundation in Lee's name. Speak up for Lee. Maybe you guys have seen the hashtags all over Instagram or Twitter. Speak up for Lee, and that is going to go towards suicide awareness, which is really near and dear to my heart, because as you guys know, my followers know that, or my audience knows that I was dealing with depression not too long ago, and it comes in waves. So it's something that was really important to me, and not just me, but the rest of my van team. The van team was very passionate about Lee's cause, and we want to make sure that we can get that word out there. Of course, I'm the guy that had to talk about it on camera, and I lost it. I completely broke down on camera. I was crying, and I just couldn't even hold it together. So wait until you guys see that footage. But it's near and dear to my heart. So yeah, I was also tired, and I was so like, bleh, I was like, and it was just like so much emotion was coming through. So it's a very, very good cause. So the van is being auctioned off. When you guys see the finished result, you will see, you're going to want to buy it. I want to buy it. It was a super cool build. I'm not even kidding you. I'm like, wow. It was it was really nice. Kind of like shocked that we did that good of a job in 5 days. And the other two teams, they also did amazing jobs. Amazing. Wait, oh my God. Wait till you guys see it. I'm so excited. So excited. It's a pity that I can't come to New Zealand to do a van build. That is a pity, because New Zealand is freaking beautiful from what I hear. I haven't been there, but New Zealand would be awesome. Somebody else said New Zealand is great for van life, especially in the South Island. The North Island is boring. I'm pretty sure all of New Zealand is freaking awesome. Elizabeth M, speak up for Lee. Yes, that is a hashtag going around. Suicide awareness is a very, very important thing in my life. I wouldn't want that, I want that to be heard to everybody. So please, even if anybody is dealing with anything, please talk to somebody. I talked to somebody. I needed to get that out there. So Anna V, I'm glad that you caught my live too. I'm at my 30-minute mark, so we're gonna start wrapping up here. Speak up for Lee. I love all you guys, all the speak up for Lee. Many people lost it over Lee. So unexpected. Yeah, David, I completely agree with you. Where can I see the footage of Gutted? Judy, when it comes out, I will by far announce it. We're talking 3 months, give or take. Sounds like you had a great time. No, I had a phenomenal time. It was whatever is better than great is what the time that I had. And I know the other 20 other competitors had equally as good a time as I did. I work in childhood mental health and dual diagnosis, and love how open you are about it. Thank you, Ginger. I appreciate that. If someone wanted to connect you for some potential work, how would be best? Go to my email. I'm catching up on emails now because I had no service in the middle of the desert. So you can go to my email, which is info, INFO, @jaredtachi.com. I'll put it into the comments right here. Info at jaredtachi.com. There you go. Is that right? Yeah. Cool. Anyways, what else we got? It's so beautiful here. I'm assuming you're talking about New Zealand because you're the same person that was bragging about New Zealand. Okay, we get it. New Zealand is awesome. I love it. Any inspirations for your own van found at first gutted? What do you mean, Kathy? Because I don't know. I want to make sure I'm not reading that incorrectly. Deb Boots. I would go to Australia, but I am a little scared of spiders that are this big, the huntsman, as well as snakes, or pretty much anything on that island that can kill me like that. But no, Sydney and Melbourne are definitely on my list at some point in my life. I would love to go and see them. But other than that, I don't know. Maybe I'll go to South Africa and see some cool stuff over there too that can kill me in a heartbeat. So we'll see. South Africa would be kind of cool. All these things are on my to-do list. Iceland is probably on my first to-do list. I actually want to do van life in Iceland. However, I might want to go to Iceland in the wintertime to go see them northern lights. Also, that being said, I kind of want to go to like Finland to go see the northern lights with the igloos, and you can like look up and you can see them. Amazing. That's the stuff that I want to do. Let's see here. By the way, Jared, you're talking about mental health, and mental health and the loss of Lee has inspired me to go back to my psych degree. So thank you. You're welcome, Janine. I hope you do that. Were there any innovations at Gutted that you can talk about? Inventions. You'd have to be a little more specific. I'm assuming you mean the builds. The ceiling was cool because it was my design, obviously. But the artwork from Steffi Lee, if you guys go to her page or the Gutted page, I believe it was shared. Guys, I cannot express what Steffi did for the van team because she painted 3 different pieces of artwork, one of which was the hood of the van, and she painted it by hand with zero inspiration, nothing around her. She wasn't looking at something or looking at a picture. She went straight off the dome and painted this mural on the van in one day. What? Like unbelievable. I've never seen that in my life in person. Like Bob Ross couldn't even do that. What she did is unheard of. And I cannot express any more than that of what she it is amazing. What I know other artists can probably do something like that, but I've never seen it. It is remarkable to watch that process and her to paint by hand on the hood of a vehicle in the sun, 95 degrees, being burnt on her back. Absolute rock star. I am so happy that she was on our team just so I could see that process. Amazing. Squirrel Lips, you saw the hood. Anybody it's on her Instagram page. If you just go to Steffi Lee, it's Stephi Lee, Lee. I believe she posted the finished product. I did not post the finished product, but there's a lot of people that did post that finished product, including Gutted. So go check it out. Oh my goodness. Phenomenal. I think I'm a cool designer and a cool innovator when it comes to ceiling designs or maybe how shapes are done inside of spaces. I can't do art. Art is a whole different other realm of things. So I can't express on how amazing she has done. I know I've talked 3 minutes about this, but guys, remarkable crap we're talking here. See any new rad builds for see any rad new ideas for your build? I get what you're asking now. Kind of, yeah. I'm going to Expo West or Adventure Expo West, which is out in Flagstaff, not this weekend, but next weekend. And I think I'll actually have more inspiration at that than I would at Gutted. Maybe not, because Gutted was a lot of creators building. Expo West is more products. So if I go to Expo West, I'll probably be I design around products though. So I might see a product and be that's really cool. I want that in my rig. And I might figure out how to incorporate it into the rig. But my new van is going to be actually pretty simple. The design of my van is cool, but like the products used, like I do want to get some sort of cool heater in there because I want to go winter camping. But I need to figure out how I'm going to get the heater in there. The power system's already done. The cooking's already done. The refrigerator's already done. Like these things are already done and set in stone. And how I configure everything, finishing like the finishes. I did actually get a couple different ideas from people, but you're going to see that actually. I will get that done. I'll get that done before the end of the year. My next van will be done before the end of the year for sure. For sure. You need a custom shipping container home that you can park your van inside and transport from country to country. Tiny homes and tiny van ready to travel. I like your idea. I'm not against it. I need all these things. I need all the toys. I need all the fun. Container homes. Jared, you could do that. Yes, I plan on doing container homes. I want to do a tiny, I want to do container. Oh, I need space. I need land. I need money. I don't have any of that. All coming in this channel. I can promise you all of that. I said that at the beginning of my channel 3.5, 4 years ago. We're coming up on the 4th year. Maybe by year 5, it is all coming, guys. I can promise you that. You've been smoking in Vegas? No, I don't smoke. Research shower. Gonna give it a shot. It's not easy. The question for the recirculating shower that you have to ask yourself, is it worth it by changing the filters as many times as you have to? You have to change those filters very, very often. We're talking like every 3 weeks. So the question is, do you really want to invest all of that time and money into changing out 7 filters every 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 weeks, whatever it is? That's the bigger question you want to ask yourself. And there's ways to get around the recirculating shower. That's, I'm not saying the recirc shower is not a bad idea. I'm just saying reconsider it for time and money. What solar panels are you going to use for your ghost van? My third van, my 4th build. I'm either going to use Sunflare Solar, which was a really good company, actually another sponsor of Gutted. Sunflare Solar, that's what I use for my rooftop tent. Really nice panels. They're flexibles. However, I might also go with a Solaria panel, which is through my buddy Miles over Light Harvest Solar. So I might do that as well. We shall see. I don't know yet. I haven't made that decision. It'll be a game time decision. Good night. Is Mary? Early retirement, Squirrel Lips. You're retiring early. So yeah, you definitely got to get out there. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. We got 2 minutes left, and then that'll be it. But if you got any last minute questions, please ask it now before I get off. We're at the 45-minute mark. We're about to be at the 45-minute mark. I cannot believe that I always go this far, and it seems like it's only been 10 minutes. Did you get your t-shirt at Gutted? I did. This is a company I Gutted, GTFO. I did get it. It was GTFO. Actually, this is Sunflare Solar. This is one of their reps, GTFO, or one of their distributors, I should say. It's a pretty cool shirt, though, right? It's got the Jeep in the middle, a van on one side, another overlanding rig on the other. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I got to meet the guy from GTFO, but Sunflare actually gave me this shirt. Sunflare Solar. Shout out to them. Yes, I did. I did get this shirt at Gutted. How many shirts did I get at Gutted? Like 4 or 5. Sadly, I hate to say this right now. I don't know when the last time I bought a shirt was, because when I go and see a company, I usually get a hat and a shirt, and I don't turn down free clothing. When somebody gives you a pet rock, you take it. My friend Alexa told me that. For anybody I just set off their devices, I'm sorry, but my friend told me that. When anyone gives you a pet rock, you take it. Might have been Mark. That might have been Mark that said that saying. I think it was Mark. When somebody gives you a pet rock, you take it. All right? Maybe you guys can live by that. JK, you love Steffi Lee's art that I posted. Yeah, and that wasn't even the finished freaking product. Wait until you guys go to her page and you'll be able to see the finished hood that she painted. Phenomenal. I watched a video on the diesel heater for rooftop tent. Great idea. I would. 100%. I love it. I'm definitely going to do some sort of. I don't know if I might use the diesel heater that I have. We'll see. Swag is always the best. Not that Aaron Rodgers. You're absolutely right. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, what the heck happened to him over the weekend? If anybody that are sports fans, my team lost. I'm a Patriots fan because I'm from Boston. Good to see you. Enjoy your pep rally. I agree. All right, guys. I will go back to doing lives once a week until another event happens where I can't do that live. So I will be here again next Wednesday. Hopefully with some more updates. Hopefully with some more cool content. I got a tour coming out tomorrow. It is a budget-friendly tour. I believe it was a girl that did a van altogether. I believe was like 10,000 van plus materials, everything, and maintenance, all for like 10 or 11,000. A really cool girl, really cool build in a little van. Excited to share her all of her knowledge, and she's been living van life for like 3 or 4 years. So can't wait for that tour to come out tomorrow. And the rest of my tours, I've got plenty of them scheduled. So we're gonna hit them hard. And I got shop tours coming. Some cool ideas, some cool shop stuff. Can't wait. I got to get off this now. Good night, everybody. See ya.